Tell me what it means to you to be an alpha male, beta male, sigma male, and where would you say you fall on the spectrum? If you even own it.
I did kind of study those too, because in your journey of finding yourself, you want to see what resonates with you. I would definitely say I'm a Sigma. From the only child syndrome, I love being by myself. I am a solidarian. I think that's a word I made up. I love solitude. I love peace and quiet. I love my own company. I I love being loved. I just don't like being under somebody every single day. Can I do it? Yeah. But
sometimes you appreciate your solo time.
Because I need to think. You know what I'm saying? And for me, from being that only child, I didn't have any brothers or sisters, so I had to fill up my own time. I had time where I wanted to do music. I had time that I wanted just to play games. Then I also had the time to do homework. Then I also had the time to do activities like sports, football. My mom, I was also a latchkey kid, so that got into the space of my mom just needed me to go somewhere to do something, an activity, whether it was swimming. But nigga, I did gymnastics.
That's good though.
So like I was
your child's developing.
Pretty much. So I always had something to do. So instead of depending upon other people's presence or attention, I always, from me having a vast amount of things that I was able to do, I was always able to kind of relate with people because I've done so many things. And lastly,
I know all about that.
Yeah. So like, oh yeah, I kind of know. Yeah, I know all about that.
All about that for real. I mean, look, bro, I'm an entrepreneur. You feel me? I done been to college. I done grew up in the hood. You feel me? I done created arts and stuff like that.
Right.
I done did a little bit of everything, so I already know how it go when it comes to adapting and being in different environments. You kind of it make you that much able to do whatever.
Aerodynamic.
You can adapt. You can talk to everybody. I'm a socialite.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. I could party. I could go to a poetry event.
Yes.
I could go to a strip club even though I'm not going to a strip club.
Right.
It's just like you can go any and everywhere because of the experiences that you have.
Yes. So it's like I'm very independent. I like to be able to do everything myself if I possibly can. And the only time I like to ask for help is for time's sake. Time's sake in the sense of like, I got to do this, this, and this. I'd rather pay somebody to do this so I can get this, this, and this done.
Time management, though. How about time management? Spend more time getting that in alignment.
I
feel like it's always good though. Yeah. You're gonna have to collaborate with other people.
You gotta have
other people help you. Yes. I know from experience because I'm a person that do 20 things at one time.
Yes.
And then you get burnt out. And I'll be like, man, at this point, I could really cut certain things out and do other things at a higher level, higher capacity. Yes. But it comes with you putting your extension to meet somebody in regards to doing some business or doing creating or just collaborating overall. We can't do everything on our own.
Thank God. And thank God.
You can't be nobody on your own.
Yes.
Whether you're an artist, you chasing the music industry, you chasing fame, popularity, you got your fans. You got, just like we on YouTube, you feel me? We can't do nothing without y'all, without the viewers, without the supporters, without the people who take their time to use their resources and in-source with other people as well. Yeah. We all need each other.
I need you to buy a gold chain. How am I going to eat if you're
King
not?
Of Stone.
You understand me? I need to eat. Buy this gold motherfucking chain. It's Valentine's Day coming up. Why didn't your girl got a ring? Okay, y'all been with each other for 2 years. Come on now.
So you gonna tie the knot?
Okay, God damn it.
Is you just dating just to date?
It's just $3,000.
Is it a situationship?
It's just 2 years.
Is it a situationship? Huh?
It's just $3,000.
So do you plan to be married one day?
Yeah.
And do you see it? So you see this thing? You answer that quick.
Yeah. You know how many black couples I brought together? Couples in general, but you know how many black couples we get married, y'all.
I love to see black people get married. I love to see anybody get married for real. Like, it's highly important. Especially fusion, spiritual combination. A covenant, and y'all come together, and a spirit becomes one.
Yin yang.
Now you can walk in purpose because that's how we was designed to be. Like, we all supposed to be out here just lonely. Not to say there ain't a lot of people that have been, but that strength of that union between two people is like, everything else just pointless. Like, you just be in casual relationships back to back to back.
Man.
Situationships.
That'll get you burnt.
Especially a situation, man. Especially all of that. You don't want none of that. You don't want to be out here having kids out of wedlock. You don't want to be out here catching no STIs, STDs. You don't want to be out here getting in beefs with people because y'all having exchanges based on the people that you messing with. You know how that Jezebel and that Delilah roll.
Right.
You know, that Jezebel and that Delilah spirit. Like,
they be getting niggas killed out here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to have that type of connection.
Yeah,
but most people don't operate in that, and they don't even have that consciously in their mind. I feel like that's something that they wait until they get to that to think about that. Like, all right, I've been with this person for a while. Let's see. But it's like, if you transform yourself before you even get in that connection, you kind of know where your intentions are. Now you can kind of change on the type of people you want to deal with.
And that's about understanding yourself. I will be saying this until my energy goes into another direction outside of this human body. What is become your greatest motherfucking version, your ultimate version, become your true self. Because the thing is, it's so important to know thyself because you're able to filter out the bullshit. I want you to be able to see, ladies, I want you to be able to see that man and you be like, oh, he fine, but he's just not for me. Okay, same thing for the fellas. I want you to be able to see that big round brown. You understand?
Big round brown.
Okay, and just be like, that's nice. But you know what? That's not for me. That one is not for me. Because you're not supposed to be fucking everybody, bro.
That's the less.
You don't want to. It is,
that's the less. It's going to create so many soul ties.
You know what I'm saying?
Then you're going to be left with the scraps because that's all your spirit can attract. Because you got all that dirt on you.
Yeah, bro.
You got that sexual dirt from all those connections, all those, and it don't even got to just be sex because you got soul ties in so many different ways. You can have friendship soul ties.
Yes, and if you got all them damn bodies, somebody ugly. You was out here fucking somebody ugly. Okay, you got 50 bodies. Somebody ugly around here. Okay, now imagine you with your girl
and spirit.
That too. Yeah, seriously. Could be just how she acted in public. And then you with your new girl, she got a good spirit. And then...
You ever just see that Jezebel spirit on a person?
Of course.
You feel me?
Of course.
Do you see how that same spirit operates on each individual?
It makes
you can see the commonality in them.
It makes your...
And not just on women, on men as well.
Yes. Now, are we talking about just a negative spirit?
I mean, Jezebel, of course, is a negative spirit.
I mean,
Jezebel rules over the man, you know? Jezebel is a charmer. Jezebel is a lustful individual.
Yeah, the Jezebel spirit is...
all in the...
You know what's so crazy? All demonic, evil, low vibrations, since that they can't just acquire eyes toward themselves, they're very active.
And prideful.
Prideful. They have to be in everybody's face. The men too. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be with somebody nice. You know that this dude is actively with the ladies in a negative, out here lying, doing whatever. You could be on a 2-man.
I've had my time. I've been there.
You understand me? You could be with a 2-man in the sense of like you got a girl. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. And he worried about what the fuck you doing. Why he got a girl? Because he got to be the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for the lady Jezebel spirit. She know everybody. Know every nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very active. I know a lot of evil people, low vibrational people are very physically active. Now, I'm not just talking about sex. They don't sit still.
So could you date somebody that has, like a woman that has a whole lot of male friends?
Yes.
Okay. What about if those male friends they've already been engaged with in some sort of form? Rather it be they was dating, they did something of a sexual level, or, you know.
No.
It's got to be strictly platonic.
Yes.
no attraction, or possibly it could be attraction, but y'all just never entertained
I don't
it?
mind the attraction part. It's the thing about flirting is it's a inevitable never happening. It can be teased, but there's people that have been in that situation that just, hey, you look nice today. Yep, I said sure do. And
That's not a flirt.
What do you mean?
That's not a flirt. You know, it's flirting is its intention behind it, beyond it. Like a gesture, a kind gesture is a different level than a flirt.
I don't think that it's a
flirt means I'm about to plant a seed, and potentially it could go somewhere. Like you know, body language, the nonverbal cues.
If you're talking about that,
I mean, I'm just talking flirting overall. I think flirting is a little more beyond just doing a kind gesture. Like you can compliment somebody all day and be like, oh yeah, you know, that's nice. You what?
I think it's degrees of it, but you're correct. In the initial point of what flirting is, because now you made it sleazy. I guess the like if you saw your girl,
it's also intention. It's how you say it. You know, it ain't about what you say, but how you say it. So also how you say it can change it into a flirt. Like, you know, I like that dress on you. You know, versus that's a nice dress.
See, I don't. Would I want my girl to do that? No. But depending on, it really depends. First of all, everything really depends on the person and how you met that person. How do you, if you know that you met your girl at the strip club. Come on now. She makes her money off of flirting.
Don't do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you expect her to get with you and just everything stop? That's not how you met her.
The strip club is the house of Jezebel.
Yeah, but it's different.
Don't do it.
That's how this nigga said.
Look, hey, y'all get a chance. Go look up this music video. Frank Ocean, Pyramids. Go to the part when he was in the strip club. You're going to literally see Jezebel on all the women's faces.
Yeah, they start changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her showing the peak. That's her.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. You got to have spiritual eyes to see. Like I say, that's on the outside. You've seen it. But you got to really see how she look in the spirit. It's operating through men and women.
And Don Julio.
And that Don Julio. Don Julio.
Woo!
Don Julio is like, that's the doorway.
Exactly.
That's the doorway.
That was Don Julio y'all was looking at.
Mm-hmm. And Jezebel will come, steal, kill, destroy. You feel me? This is the reason why men often end up with nothing. Or they end up, you feel me, messed up, broken down. Just toe up, bro. Or you got, how about the feminized men of today's society? You feel me? It also stems from, you know, the households where women are the dominant force, rather men was in the house where they had to fend for themselves and operate in their masculine energy.
Yes.
That's a doorway as well for Jezebel to come in. Just like you got this whole feminist movement that's
you feel like you need to conquer.
Yeah. It's part of survival, but at the same time, it's spiritual warfare. Mm-hmm. If you see in the unseen realm, you understand, because now the psychology of the woman had to shift.
Because just like what my brother Jamin said for the second time, people fuck up not knowing their place. Women with that type of behavior.
Mm-hmm. Not knowing your place, so you don't know when to cut the switch off.
Yep.
Now they looking for a man, guess what? They got to find a man. They either going to settle for a feminine man, you know, one they can rule over, or they going to be looking for the most masculine, which they going to say he's toxic masculinity. Because he's going to have to be on such a high level of masculinity that if you already tough as a woman, you already this, what is he going to be?
I got two things to talk about with that, and you're completely correct, because all that's going to do is bring war in the house. That's War of the Roses. Look up that movie.
I love that movie.
War of the Roses.
I love that movie. What?
And another thing for a lot of you G's out there, want to see a good movie about just how money ain't everything. Look at this movie called Casino. Okay? You'll see how Ginger did Sam Rothstein. Money ain't everything, but getting into that part of masculinity, of dealing with my bad.
You said masculinity. Okay.
Well,
so, you know, a feminine woman.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's her nature. And she was brought up in a situation where she had to adapt.
Yeah. Okay. So back on that. with the terms of weak men. Now, the thing is, a lot of us will think when we think of weak men, somebody frail, somebody who can't speak up. But no, it's somebody who is not leading.
Well, can't speak up is a part of not leading or not stepping into your, your boldness. So that would be a reflection of a more feminine man, or a man that just not operating out of his masculine energy, because the masculine energy is bold.
Yes.
Courageous.
Yeah.
He's a leader, you feel me?
Yeah.
Going to stand in front of the line of fire. Going to operate in a way that whoever he's protecting, whoever he has under his nest within his home, that's who he's doing it for,
Now, I completely agree with you. So what I'm kind of getting into is that the stigma of, because you're completely correct, but in my vision of people confusing boldness with aggressiveness.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course.
In the sense of, how about this? Not aggressiveness, and because that can be led with assertiveness or whatever. It's a fine line between, I guess, destructiveness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of weak ass motherfuckers putting their hands on females.
That's
weak type of shit. Because it's not just the frail and not being able to speak up. You know what I'm saying?
The dominance. Because he has power within his house abusing her, he don't have that out in the street with them men. That could be from his trauma as well.
Yeah, 100%. And it also sometimes stems from having an abusive father, especially mother. You know,
passed down. Or also seeing his abusive father abuse his mother.
Right.
So now he imitates the same thing.
Yeah.
Generational habits.
When you see somebody get the results that they desire, you think it works. But getting into that's a
bad seed planted.
That's a bad seed. Generational curses. I remember that's something that you did talk about. But with the weak men,
not just a generational curse in that instant. That's also taught habits.
Yeah.
Taught habits within the home.
You see it, and like I said,
a lot of habits we do watch and we learn from, especially as children. So that's also an open door for those spirits to operate. What we would consider would be generational curses too, is just the fact that we repeat cycles over and over again.
100%. And just how, like, me and you have a similar upbringing, how we watched those TV shows and we were so into TV programming. And to be honest, even though that it was programming us, the channels that we watched that we could relate to for a lot of millennials, and the Yu-Gi-Ohs, and you know what I'm saying? We've seen so many different things, bro. Even martial arts movies, Jackie Chan movies. These people were of high vibration, high level superheroes. So we low-key imitate them as well. So because we saw how being a good guy worked. The good guy got the girl. The good guy completed the mission. The good guy maybe went through trials and tribulations, but it all worked out in the end. Some people didn't have cable.
My man from Tom and Jerry ain't never get the girl. That cat used to come on there and take his girl all the time.
Yeah, but Tom low-key was trying to kill a nigga the whole entire time. So shit, like what he got to talk about? You never saw the black cat trying to eat a rat.
But Jerry used to pop up on time all the time, taking stuff, messing with him while he's asleep, doing this, doing that. Jerry was the smoke. Jerry was the smoke.
See,
Tom was the one living in the house already. You feel me? Right. Jerry was the envious one. Tom had the home, got to lay around. The little humans that show up on there might pat him in, lay him down, give him a little milk in the bottle. Jerry used to come out the hole all the time, like, where's that? Go in the fridge. Come on now, bro. Tom used to be chilling, bro. Jerry was just a rat trying to get some cheese. Mouse, you feel me? And then Tom used to always try to get that cat girl.
Yeah.
Dog from the streets, though, the hood nigga always won.
Yeah, damn, that was real life, wasn't it?
Had to remind you, man.
That nigga had to come out with his own song. Then it is you is or is you ain't my baby. You understand me,
bro?
He had to bust out his song. He had to pull a move. He had to get his cat daddy out.
Yeah, man. Times out here, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't have that type of wherewithal anymore, you know. So,
but guess what, y'all? It's okay to be a time to the point that you might not be somebody you might not be what's considered a hood dude, street dude. You feel me? Everybody ain't brought up in the same environment. Me, I come from so many different environments. Like, I mean, I grew up in Detroit, Southwest, so I had to be hood dude. You feel me? But that doesn't mean the mentality behind that. I don't just glorify it and just stand on it and not elevate from it. You know,
right.
I'm always gonna be that hood cat from at the core, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But I've moved into different environments and different mindsets through my experiences that showed me and reflect like you can be beyond how people gonna perceive you and where they gonna keep you at. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people just give up in the hood and they just be like, this is my mentality. This how I'm gonna be. This how I'm gonna move.
That complacency.
All my life before you know it, I'm 40 years old, 50 years old. You still gang banging?
Hey, nigga, you
like, bro,
45?
when do it come to a point? And I understand it's a lifestyle and it's also a family, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It comes to the point, though, like, where do you get to the point where you want to teach the youth through transformation on how to move differently overall? You can't still do the same thing you was doing when you was 18 years old.
Well, it's hard to teach somebody when you're always in ego.
Or when you are always active. And ain't never sat down,
like
or ain't never pulled yourself
that
away.
Evil, that low vibration. It's it's busy. It's not progressive.
So when I said time, I was just saying like, cause you know I referenced the cat girl. Like I say, the street cat dude used to always come and take her. You feel me? Time was in the house. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got the house dude. You got the field dude too. Just don't be no house dude. There's a difference between being in the house and being a house mule.
Yeah.
You know?
He said near.
You feel me? It's a difference overall. But I'm just saying, some people would like to perceive. They like to portray what they see is cool and
right
and popping in the culture. Mm-hmm. So everything you see music wise, I feel like the culture is jacked up when it comes to music, bro. Mm-hmm. They're using it as a weapon against us to keep us in a hole. Mm-hmm. All the things that's being pushed is about drill music. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's about drugs, it's about sex. We got not trippy red, we got sexy reds, we got all these
which is crazy because y'all some horrible dealers, bro. Y'all some horrible dealers. Y'all not delivering the weed on time. You feel me? And I'm so happy. Y'all niggas is losing y'all jobs. And we got dispensaries, nigga, because they open 24, damn near 7, from 10 to 10. And y'all motherfuckers can't even get the bag right, bro. Y'all over here smoking it up, promising 1.7s. They really 1.11s. You feel me? Like, scratch that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I'm just talking. The thing is, it's just so many people having bad business. It really is.
Everybody not business people, but everybody want to be in business. You got to have bosses and workers. Everybody want to be a boss.
And nobody wants to be the worker.
So what happened when you such a boss and you so good at your job that you elevate to a level that now you have too much workload because you have been so successful? When do your workers come in? When do you have to get your workers? But guess what? You was working before you got on that level to be called a boss, to get workers.
Right.
So it's got to be a worker and a boss. Like, it has
to. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's earned. But the thing is, y'all can't master the baby steps. Everybody wants to come in and be Pablo Escobar from the get-go. You feel me? And the type of discipline, that's one thing that I could say that in my past business ventures with people, I got to see what discipline looks like. And seeing a man that could have $100,000 in his pocket, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about just initially. And, hey, what you about to eat tonight, bro? Ramen noodles.
I knew I knew you.
Noodles, bro. Like, you know, not every single day, but it's just like, I'm not hungry. I'm about to eat noodles, even though I can afford hibachi.
Living under your means.
You know what I'm saying?
That leads us to generational wealth, though.
Yeah.
That's a problem with us in society. Definitely, we don't live under our means. We live over it. We don't even live on the means. Mm-hmm. You know, like a good balance on the means. Otherwise, you would have a whole lot more people that are what you would call middle class, high middle class. Probably not millionaires, but we could be. But you know, they've already been programmed to live over your means.
Right.
For an image, it's the mentality. We just don't want to be. We already know we've been broken down.
Mhm.
So we don't want to be broken down. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the whole, that's funny. I just had a conversation with somebody on another recording and stuff. He was talking about like the fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fake it till you make it.
But
I
he
mean,
broke
I
it down.
get it,
But he broke it down in different ways. Like, he wasn't just saying like don't just be fake, but plant seeds in your mind that this is what you're working toward. So start to move like it as you step into it.
I see the fake it part.
Mm-hmm.
I will say what he was trying to say is become it till you're it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just in a better words, just because that's the, another thing that people, it's the same rhetoric. You feel me? My spirit just told me to say that because I had to bounce off with the information of what you gave me through him. You know what I'm saying? Become it till you it. I'm the king of stones. And you watched that because you saw me before you even saw me hold a diamond.
Right.
And I said, Ray, I'm about to be the king.
Right. You said you want to get into the stones and stuff. I gave you a book about the stones.
Yes, you did.
And you did the work and the research.
Thus, becoming it till I was it. So now look at me. I got the gloves now.
And you had faith in the fact that you was going to become the king of stones.
Yes.
Biblical reference. Faith without works is dead. He put in the work and he had the faith. So now you are where you are. Yeah. So thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all, for tuning in. You feel me?